What is popping, everybody? What is popping? What is popping? Welcome to another episode of the Measy Show. Okay, I'm your hostess with the Moses. Now, look here. This right here. This is a. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like an attorney over here doing my investigation. So look, as you guys know, there's this guy. He kind of just shows up out of nowhere, right? When I very first got well, first and foremost, hit that subscribe and that like if you have not already. Thank you. So yeah, so there's a guy, he basically pops up out of nowhere, right? At first I didn't even know his name. I just know that he was in like a couple of little shorts with the rapper what's his name? Swifty Blue, right? He was in a couple little shorts with Swifty Blue. They were supposed to be in some hood somewhere, right? So, I didn't even know his name. Whatever. I just know he was kind of like a stocky Mexican dude. Well, the whole time I thought he was Mexican, right? So, as you know, we're talking about G-Face, right? So, the whole time I thought he's Mexican, but I couldn't find out he's Armenian. He's kind of stocky. He got like a big, healthy beard, right? So, anyway, he finally gets on No Jumper. And so, I guess he had did a little music. I looked some of it up. It's not my style, but, you know, he's producing it, right? He's basically flexing on him. He got his little watches and his Lambos and this and that. You feel me? He got his little bread up or whatever. So anyway, he pops up on No Jumper, right? When he gets to No Jumper, he lays down this whole spiel for Snoopy Baddest is Rad. I'm G-Face from White Fence. I grew up around Mexicans. I didn't mess with that much Armenians, blah, 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 because he is Armenian, right? So anyway, then he gave a whole bunch of game about the trucking, you know, oh, you got to broker the deal, blah, blah, blah. He says, oh, yeah, I've been in the penitentiary for like, I want to say, I think he said 19 years or something like that, from 15 to 34 is what he said. From 15 years old to 34. That's the time that he said he was in the penitentiary without getting released. So 15 to 34. So 25. So that's 19 years, right? So this is all what he's saying, right? So anyway, okay, cool. You feel me? I take it as I take it. Then I seen another little video where he was talking about the trucking, about how he'll help anybody do it. Blah, blah. So I said, you know what? I kind of like this guy. I said, man, he kind of player, man. He trying to get people popping with the trucking. You know what I'm saying? He's a broker. He's doing his thing, right? So I said, hey, he's straight. Now, some other stuff starts resurfacing. Now all these people saying, oh, he this, he a hood hopper, he a rat, he this, he that, he the third. A lot of time they just throw smut or whatever on your name, so I didn't even bite, like I didn't even choose to even look at that, right? Finally I heard it enough. I said, you know what, let me just watch a couple of these videos, right? So I get to going on down a rabbit hole. I end up finding some stuff about him like from a long time ago. So by the way, all these videos are going to be in the description below, so I'm not finna say nothing that's not in this description. All this, it's all in the videos I'm attaching in the video description of this video, right? So anyway, so I ran across an old video of him, right? He didn't even really have the beard like that. I think he just had like a little line or something like that, or a mustache or something. He didn't have that much facial hair. He's being interviewed. I guess he's supposed to be a rapper at this time, but he's not really. He's supposed to be, but I mean, you know, whatever. But he wasn't, obviously it wasn't catching traction. That's maybe why he's doing the YouTube thing and all this other stuff. So anyway, she was like, what's your name? He's like, I'm Yuri Khachikyan. I think that's what, I might not be saying that the right way, but khachikyan, right? So he was born 4/14/1985. That's his date of birth, right? Now pay attention to this, right? I'm born 4/14/1985. So that makes him 38 right now, right? Born in, what that say? I don't want to mispronounce this. Yendanakan, Armenia, right? So this was when he was 23 years old. Mind you, all this is in the video. This is when he's 23 years old, right? So she said, the lady that interviews him say, okay, how old are you? I'm 23 years old. Okay, cool. Have you been to prison? Yeah, I've been to jail 4 times. That's what he says, right? He says he did 5 years in one shot And then he did this is what he said. By this age, by 23, he said he went to jail 4 times. One time was for 4 days. One time was for 6 months. One time was for 5 years. And the last time was for 10 months, right? So this is the age of 23. So that's about, basically that's about like, about 6 years, right? That's about 6 years total. So by the age of 23. So whatever the situation, okay, we'll just take that as it, you know what I'm saying? Probably a little camp or whatever, right? So, I kind of said, I don't know, man. I could have swore he told us on the No Jumper. So I double back and go to the No Jumper interview, right? On No Jumper, he said he did from 15 to 34. No free time. Locked down, right? This is what he's saying, right? This is his whole thing. Right? So I'm like, I don't know, man. That seemed, why would he lie? Why would he lie? Right? Why would you lie? So I dug in a little deeper, right? I found some other stuff about him getting called out by a bunch of truckers. Now, as far as this, I don't know. I don't know nothing about trucking. I don't know nothing about double booking or whatever they call it. All this stuff they're talking, I really don't know. I just know they were calling him scammer. He's a scam, blah, blah. I don't know about none of that. I can't say yes, no. I don't know. I just know he was getting ridiculed by a bunch of truckers, right? Then, then I ran across another interview, and it's also a No Jumper interview, but it's at a different time. He said he did 14 years. But on the No Jumper prior to that, he said he did 19 years, right? So, And then he keeps saying how he got charged in the dog, blah, 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 right? Then this is what comes out. Then I started running across all these old songs, right? They suck, by the way. No disrespect to his skill, but I just feel it's not my style. So this guy, these songs were getting put out with with the same person by Yuri khachikyan, 4/14/85, G-Face. But he's also Lil Ghost from AP. That's Armenian power. No disrespect to any Armenians out there, but I'm not sure how much power you have if you have to get co-signed by a different group of people. You know what I'm saying? But I guess at the end of the day, politics, you know, all that, I get it. So anyway, so he's putting out all these songs, AP, Armenian power, fool, down that fool, you fool, all this, right? And then he's basically so certified that Yuri khachikyan, G-Face, is also Yuri khachikyan. What's my boy's name? Lil Ghost from AP, right? Now, normally I wouldn't normally I wouldn't care. Like, I really don't care in the sense of, like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, why lie? Like, just keep it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was from there. Like, what's his name? How C-Mac did? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was from all this hood, this. Actually, well, he lied too, I ain't gonna lie. He did lie. And then he got caught, and then he basically admitted. So maybe I feel like that's what what's his name should do to kind of clean it up or whatever. But if what I'm about to tell you gets out, he's probably done. So check this out. I dug a little deeper. Mind you, all this in the video. By the way, the first video is the best one. I promise you, that's a good one. Got all the stuff. So, hold on. Let me delve a little deeper, right? So he says he got here in 1998, got put on a white fence, right? He's 13 or 14, he said. Then another one, he said he was 13 or 14, and he arrived in 1994. So now is switching up. You know when you feel me? Like, you know when you came. The fact is that G-Face is Lil Ghost from Armenian Power, okay? He said he did from 15 to 34, from age 15 to 34 without any timeout. That's not true. That's not true. He says it in this video. So, dug a little deeper. Now, and a lot of this, so for this, that's not me, that's Ghost from AP. No, that's you. Okay. So on one of the videos, right? So you remember he got that big, like, LA blasted on his head, right? On the top. In one of the videos, he was like this, right? He was like this. He was like this. And he had his little dome. You feel me? He had his dome to the they seen the LA, the same LA, big one right here, right? As if that's not enough, he got the same LA right here, right? It's just a little lighter. And he did say he was going to a place called Homeboy Industries, and they were removing all his tats, and the little LA situation wasn't coming on. He said it was too dark, it wasn't coming on. So he's trying to remove, you're making a transformation, bro. You're making a big transformation. Why? I'm going to get into that right now. Paperwork exists on this guy, okay? And I'm going to tell you about that. Now, apparently, way back when, right? So you didn't do from 15 to 34. That's another one of his things to kind of cover up. Like, oh, I wasn't even around for that. You feel me? He caught a case with 2 Armenian dudes, I believe. They were both from AP. One of them was named Snoopy, and the other one was named Skinny. He identified the guy Snoopy as the shooter. Gave the whole statement, gave hella, and took the stand, everything, right? According to all this paperwork, I screenshots everything. I'm gonna post them on my what's it called, right? So with that being the case, this is why all these untruths are being told. This is why you grew your big beard. You feel me? This is why you getting all this removed and getting other stuff. You feel me saying? He had to, and one of the things, he had the same blood money tattooed on his hands like this right here. This is why you keep switching the dates. This is why you saying from 15 to 34, but that wasn't the case because you did an interview at 23 years old. You feel me? You just didn't have you're already getting blasted as a liar. You feel what I'm saying? You should not have even surfaced. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you wonder, like, see, one thing about Southside, they very resourceful with this, with digging up and finding, you know what I'm saying, stuff about people, right? Now, with that being the case, right? With that being the case, I wonder if this is something that is known. See, let me tell you something about, there's a thing that Southsiders could do. I don't think if you're telling, I don't think it will work though. But for other situations, like if they messed up or something like that, or for like the Southsiders, they'll end up going to one of those 50-50 yards and stuff like that. And if they come back, they want to clear the name, they could pay 10 bands. They could pay 10 bands to, you know who, you feel me, to the Bleeding Like He's now, right? They could pay 10 bands and then they smooth. You get what I'm saying? Now I've had Southsiders specifically tell me like they'll do it, but then, like, later on, they'll find some little reason to, nah, let's knock him off. You feel me? But I don't see that working with no snitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that working with no snitch. So you for sure have this paperwork that exists on you. I've seen the whole paperwork. It's all online, right? It's all online. You can scroll through it, right? I'm going to post it in one of my little, on my postings. Check out my postings. I'm going to post that paperwork. So, look. So, anyway, with this being the case, he told. So he basically trying to morph his whole identity. You get what I'm saying? He trying to join the SA Witness Protection Program. You feel me? He's growing big beards and getting tattoos covered up, getting other tattoos in different places, lift a little weights, get a little bit bigger. You feel me? Trying to get his little, you know what I'm saying, his whole little different vibe. He got the sunglasses. He's like and then he's still trying to do the rap. He was trying to do the rap before. You know what I'm saying? Before he was trash. Now he's at least a little better. I'll give it to him. Before he was trash. You know what I'm saying? So pretty soon all this is going to surface. I don't know what's going to happen with all this. I don't know. But this is going to surface. And okay. And we're not even done. Look. So here's the deal. When they interviewed, we're just going to call him Yuri because there's too much different names to keep control of, right? Yuri khachikyan. Yuri khachikyan, right? He has said in one of his interviews that his homies called him a snitch, right? That his own people called him a snitch. Why would you say that someone has called that to you if someone would have to have a weighty, especially with Southside, they don't just throw that around. Someone would have to have an accusation with some weight for that to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? I swear, this day and age, bro, they just come out the woodwork. You don't know who it. You feel me? They be looking the roughest and the toughest. Look here, man. 100%. If he was in the joint for a hell of years, bro. 100%. He's because sometimes they checking every little piece of that paper. They looking at. They highlight. Calling, hey fool, hey done this fool. I need you to check. You know what I'm saying? They checking everything, right? They checking everything. So you 100% you were on special needs. You know what I'm saying? you had to have been. You know what I'm saying? You had to have been. And I don't even know what. And then you got some other lies talking about you been with your girl the whole time, and your girl has your girl was there for you the whole step of the way, blah blah blah. But then you was talking about that your homies was, you know what I'm saying, schwiznacking your girl. Like, come on, bro. Like, just, I feel like now is about the time that you should stop. Like, forget the trolling online, big me, little you, I'm so rich. Like, that's what got you in this. Just focus on the trucking thing. Like, why are you even, like, you know, it reminds me of, you ever seen the movie Joe Dirt? Remember, when they got the little mafia dude who was on the witness protection program, they got him on the news. He was a janitor at the school. They found out who he was. He got whacked. He was just trying to hide out. But see, this situation, like, you didn't even try to hide. You in plain sight with the new appearance. You got the, you know what I'm saying? The bottom line is, bro, this surface, bro. You know what I'm saying? You are that. Lil Ghost is, what's the name? G-Face. And G-Face is Lil Ghost. And both of these people are Yuri khachikyan, or whatever the friggin' heck his name is, from Yindanakan, Armenia, or, you know, forgive me if I'm not saying it right. But anyway, man, it's in the earth, it's in the world, it's already in the universe. I'm just bringing it to you like blah. You feel me? So don't be, oh, he's hating it. No, I'm just reporting. I'm a reporter. You know what I'm saying? Do you hate on the news reporters when they report the news? No, you don't. You watch it. You understand me? So, sorry, buddy, but this is what it is. And so you over here calling Snoopy badass, like, but that's you. You get what I'm saying? That's you. That's you. You are the Riznat. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is. You've been, bro, I'm just keeping it player, not trying to blast nobody. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you had to just go and get involved, and now you're exposed. It is what it is, man. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, man. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all watching. Salute. Check out the posts. And every video, everything that I mentioned is in the videos in the description below. Peace.